Hey guys, so this is a video about basically coping with oily skin. I got asked a question on a video from Jessica DaCosta, and I asked if it was okay if I made a video rather than try to leave a comment because, God, there's a lot to say about this. The first thing I'm going to say is, you all know that there's skincare and makeup out there that says suitable for oily skin, suitable for dry skin, and all that. At the end of the day, while they are suitable for oily skin, it doesn't just mean it's going to work for your skin. Even if you have oily skin, everybody's oily skin is different. So, which brings me to the next point of, these are just going to be products and advice, stuff that's worked for me. It might end up not working for you, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so, the first thing we have to start with for dealing with oily skin is your skincare. So, for me, at the moment, am using a Clarisonic. I know these are expensive, I'm sorry, I kind of love it. I'm using it with this Seaweed Deep Cleansing Facial Wash from The Body Shop for oily and combination skin. This is actually working quite well for me, I'm liking it. Before this I used Dark Angels from Lush, I love that as well. The only reason I got rid of it is because it's really abrasive and you can't use abrasive cleansers with Clarisonic. So I would advise this Body Shop wash and the Lush Dark Angels. They've both been good for my skin, so just whichever one you're more comfortable with. If you prefer liquids, you know, you've got that, and if you're used to Lush, they're kind of like gunky, putty type things, they're good. And the Dark Angels is an exfoliator as well, so that's good. Next, I'm going to mention these. Now this is a very, very tiny, this used to be like an oval shape. It's the Lush Serum Bars. This is Saving Face. Kind of smells like lemon sweeties. I really like it. What I do is I just rub it on my skin like before I go to bed, put my hair in a hairband so that it isn't getting into my hair, and sleep with it. Sleep with it? No, sleep with it on. It doesn't stain your pillows or anything, and for me that has been a massive lifesaver with my oily skin. It made such a difference for me, and I only use it like every so often. I wouldn't do it every day. I did try doing it like every night, and I actually ended up waking up with kind of tight, dry feeling skin, which was a whole new experience for me. I've never had that before in my life, but it's not good either. So I definitely advise giving that a shot. Moisturiser wise, I really like Stila Petal Infusions for oily skin, but I also like Enzymian from Lush. I just prefer the smell of this one, so I use this when I can get hold of it. Another bit of advice with moisturiser for oily skin is if you pat it on rather than rubbing it in, because rubbing it in seems to kind of like stimulate the glands that create oil, so patting it on can be better. Oh, and I've forgotten toner. This is Tea Tree Water from Lush. Before this I used a Red Rice toner from L'Occitane. This is cheaper and it's working out way better for me, and I also feel like I use less of it because it's a spray rather than tipping a bottle upside down. Although when you get to the end of this and you can't spray it out, I do end up tipping it upside down just so that I'm not wasting any product. But this for me again was another product that made a huge difference to the oiliness of my skin. So that's pretty much it on skincare, unless you're interested in face masks. The only ones I've really used are the Lush ones. I tend to use Cupcake, but I've also used Raisin Honey, which was really good for my skin as well. The only reason I chose Cupcake over it as my regular one is I like the smell better, but they are quite good for oily skins, or they've been good for my oily skin. So that brings us to makeup. So when I'm doing my makeup in the morning, I'll wash my face with all that, and I'll put my moisturiser on, and then I'll do my eye makeup so that my moisturiser has time to sink in, because then you're not got a big build up of products on your skin, which really doesn't help with it looking oily. Once I've done my eye makeup, I looked all this out and I put it down somewhere. Oh, Swift the serum. I use this Skin Refine Treatment Zone from MAC. It's like a pore minimizer. It seems to be doing good things for the oiliness of my skin. It's kind of decreased generally a little bit. I don't know why, which is very strange because it's just supposed to make your pores tighter. Anyway, there are combined problems. If you have oily skin, you tend to have enlarged pores as well. So that's that. So I'll put that on, then I'll do my eyeliner so that that has time to sink in, and then I'll get down to actually doing my makeup. So preparation is key with oily skin for me. I use MAC's Prep and Prime Skin I haven't really tried any other primers yet, but this one's been great for me. It has made my it's made my foundation stay a lot longer, so that's what you want from a primer. I went through a phase of, well, I say a phase, it was like a year. This is MAC's Matte Texture Cream, Gel, whatever. I used this on my T-zone. There's similar products, Urban Decay has one, but I used this one. I used this down my T-zone and it did help, it did make a difference, but for some reason from about end of October this year, my skin just decided it wasn't going to play with that. Like, I don't know, didn't like it. Some people find that this dries out their skin, so you know, give it a shot, but be careful. You really don't need a lot of this product either, so it's good like that. So once we're all done with that, we're on to foundation. You know, there's foundations out there for oily skin. I use Gosh Exceptional Wear Long Lasting Makeup. They change their packaging sometimes. Like, they just change the colour, which is really strange. You go from black to beige and stuff. This has been great for me. I'm actually allergic to MAC foundations, but before this I used their Studio Finish, like the powder compact. I really liked that, so it just broke me out. I've tried Bobbi Brown's oil-free makeup. I didn't like that. It didn't last on my skin very well at all, and it was 3 times the price of this. So this illustrates that, you know, it's not how much a makeup is, or the fact that it says oil-free. It means it's going to work for your skin. This has worked better for me, and it actually doesn't say oil-free on it. So yeah, so there you go. Strange, huh? But this is what's worked best for me. I would avoid cream foundations because they're quite rich. If you have oily skin, they'll tend to make your skin produce a little bit more oil. Powder wise, I currently use MAC's Prep and Prime powder. Just comes like this. I used Stila's transparent powder before this, and this works better, which again reinforces the fact that it's not whether the product's aimed at your skin, it's just whether the product works for your skin. So this, you know, this and Stila, they're both high-end brand powders, that this one works better, but they're the exact same thing. They're transparent powder. This one bizarrely works so much better with my skin than the Stila one did. I tend to put it on with a kabuki brush just to get quite a good coating on, which means that the oil on my skin can take its time working away through it. It won't get through in seconds. I haven't tried makeup setting sprays, but I'm hearing good things about the Urban Decay one. I'm kind of looking forward to trying it, but at the moment I've got no money to go and buy it, so as soon as I do, I will get back to you. So, at the end of the day, there's pretty much no product that's 100% guaranteed to make your makeup last all day, which kind of brings me to maintenance during the day. These are blotting sheets. These ones are just Paul and Joe ones, but you can get these from loads of people. I always carry these with me, which is why my very cute packaging is slightly bogging. These are great. You just press them onto oily areas and they remove the oil. I do this before I reapply powder. I always have compact with me. I can't stand having shiny skin during the day. But I find if you put on powder without using the blotting sheets, it doesn't work as well, because it's just going on top of a coating of powder and it'll grab funny and it won't sit nice, and it just won't last as long either because there's already a layer of oil under there. So blotting sheets, they're great. Powder wise, during the day I actually use a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is like the lightest shade. I've just got it swapped out in a Fafi compact just now because it's got a mirror in the top and the actual MSF packaging doesn't, which is kind of awkward when you're out and about. So the reason I use this rather than, you know, my normal powder, aside from the fact that this is a loose powder and it's really annoying to carry that in your handbag and try and juggle the lid and not spill it, and you just end up with too much product above the sifter as well. These have a little bit of coverage as well, so if you have oily skin, you know yourself that your foundation kind of starts to wear off with the oil. So this just mattifies it, as well as adding a little bit of that coverage that you've lost, so that you don't look discoloured, your skin still looks even, which is important to me anyway. I hope that's helped. If you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask at all, and I promise as soon as I try that Urban Decay setting spray I will be getting back to you. You will have a video on it, hopefully with me raving about this wonderful product that actually saved my life. Joke. See you later. Bye.